I've been in a happy, healthy relationship for almost 4 years now. But before my current relationship, I, just like you, obviously had to deal with modern dating.
I like my men, maybe a little bit douchey, but like a nice douchey, you know?
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
What would you say you need to improve when you're dealing with the opposite gender?
Nothing.
I don't know about you, but I absolutely fucking hate modern dating. And if you're watching this video, you probably hate it too. But just like me, if you want to succeed at modern dating, you've got to play the game. Or do you? Because what if I told you that the moment I decided to drop the modern dating game and start playing my own game, I was finally able to start succeeding in modern dating by actually finding the type of relationship I was looking for the whole time. Want to know how I did this? Well, just keep watching. And I promise by the end of this video, you'll be on your way to actually succeeding in modern dating and hopefully finding the relationship you want as well. Alright bro, so let's get real for a second. Modern dating has gotten so bad because honestly, everybody's hurt and everybody's afraid of getting hurt again. Most people are playing games, setting up unrealistic standards, and struggling to find loyalty. It's like everyone's too scared to open up because they think they're gonna get burned if they do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to be the exact same way, so I don't blame you. I used to think that to get and keep a girlfriend, I had to play games, I had to keep girls at a distance, and I had to avoid being 100% authentic. Because in my head, showing my true self would be seen as weak. Sounds crazy, right? But if you're a guy, I know you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're probably doing somewhat of the same thing. You're probably putting up walls trying to appear unbothered and keeping your guard up. But deep down, you just want to be yourself without all the games. And here's the thing, based on my experience, from what I've understood, the only way to break this cycle is to acknowledge the pain you're carrying and actively work to heal it. Don't look for other people to heal it for you. This is the issue everyone's doing. Everyone's trying to find someone to heal their pain for them. Most people are jumping from relationship to relationship, repeating the same patterns, and instead of looking inward and actually addressing those patterns so that they can heal them and create new patterns, they project their old patterns and their old pain onto their partner, creating the cycle which just results in more pain for both people and the cycle being repeated. It's easier to blame someone else than to take accountability for your own issues, but that doesn't fix anything. It just keeps the cycles going. So if you want to actually build something real in modern dating, you have to start taking accountability. You have to own your pain. Work on healing it and stop carrying it into every new relationship. And I actually have a video that talks about healing your pain that you can check out here if you're interested. It's not easy, but in my experience, it's the only way to stop playing games and start creating something authentic. And trust me, when you do this, the types of relationships you will attract will be completely different. I used to attract relationships with emotionally unavailable partners. That's what I saw from my family growing up. But when I actually started to unpack these wounds and unpack this trauma and heal it, the partners I started attracting were actually emotionally available. And it has been like that since. Okay, so let's talk about one of the biggest issues in modern dating, the illusion of options created by social media. I mean, just think about this. You can open your phone right now, hop on Instagram, and see dozens of 10 out of 10s in seconds. Or you can fire up a dating app, swipe on 100+ women, and convince yourself that any one of them could potentially like you, when more often than not, none of them likes you. But here's the kicker. This is even worse for women because they naturally have more options than most guys. So what this has done is mess up expectations for everyone. Men and women both have these unrealistic standards, thinking that they can pull partners who are way out of their league. And as a result, in real life, when they see people that are actually realistically on their level, they think they can get someone better. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to get someone significantly more attractive than you. It happens, but let's be real. On average, people are usually happiest with partners who are on their level or at least next to it. When there's a huge gap in value, it creates problems. The more attractive partner might feel like they're settling, and that resentment is obviously going to start creeping into the relationship, making it way harder for it to last. So the point I'm making here is simple. You need to start going where you're wanted. Stop chasing women who don't pay you any attention. Stop trying to convince girls who clearly aren't into you to like you. This is a waste of time and a waste of energy. And man, this was a mistake I made so many times, trying to go after people who did not like me. If I had just started going for people who did, I would have saved myself years of fuck ups. So trust me when I say that in modern dating, you want to be your partner's first choice. Not their second, not their third. You deserve someone who actually values you. But you'll only find that if you focus on the women who are already showing signs of interest. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, what if I don't have any women who's showing signs of interest? Well, if you're not getting any attention from the woman you want, then you've got two options. You either need to lower your standards or raise your value. And I obviously know none of you want to lower your standards. So if you're dead set on a certain type of woman, you need to figure out how to become the kind of man that woman would want. Whether it's improving your looks, improving your finances, improving your confidence, whatever it is, you need to work on it. Because I'm gonna just be real with you. The type of woman you want isn't just gonna fall into your lap as you are right now. You need to go for it. But until then, remember, success in modern dating starts with being with someone who genuinely wants you for who you are, not what you can provide. Now, if you have any brief questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious and you want me to help you out with any issues you may be having in your life, sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your goals. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comment down below. Now, a secret that I've found most people overlook in modern dating is that you have to market yourself. For most people, finding a great partner doesn't require you to do a ton of work, but it does require some effort. The problem is, most people expect their dream partner to just fall into their lap without lifting a finger. And if you're doing nothing or barely putting yourself out there, the chances are the partners you do attract won't be the ones you actually want. Now, I'm not saying you have to dedicate your whole life to finding a partner, but you at least need a plan. For me, I made a conscious effort to put myself out there. I'd make sure to go out with my friends pretty often to bars on the weekends where there were obviously tons of women. I also consistently used dating apps. I even got to a point where I was setting up enough dates to meet several new people each month. It wasn't about luck for me. It was about consistently putting myself in situations over time where I could potentially meet the type of person I was looking for. And surprise, surprise, eventually it worked and I found the relationship I wanted. The point here is simple. If you don't figure out a way to market yourself to the type of partner you want, how do you expect them to find you? You can take a passive approach, like building up your social media presence, making sure your photos, descriptions, and vibe reflect the kind of person you are. Or you can take a more active approach, like I did by going out every week, or regularly swiping on apps. The method doesn't really matter as much as the effort you're putting in. The key is to get yourself out there. Whether you're posting content online that shows value or meeting people in person, make sure you're marketing yourself in a way that aligns with the partner you're trying to attract. Trust me, once you start putting in the effort, the right people will start noticing. So, earlier in the video, I mentioned that once I started playing my own game, I started finding success in the modern dating market. So let me break down what I meant by that. Playing my own game meant I stopped doing what I thought other people wanted. I stopped trying to be the guy I thought women were looking for, and instead I started focusing on what I wanted. I took the time to figure out the type of relationship I wanted, the kind of life I wanted to live, and the type of people I wanted to surround myself with. And here's the key. I started cutting out everything that didn't align with that vision. Personally, for me, that's when things really started to change. I became a lot more picky. And for the first time, I was the one turning down potential relationships. Not because I was being arrogant, but because I finally knew what I was looking for. When I started becoming a little selfish about what I wanted, something incredible happened. I started attracting women who wanted to be part of my vision. And these weren't women I had to chase or convince. They were genuinely interested in being part of the life I was building. And looking back, man, I put all these women on pedestals without even realizing it. And when I even think about it, these women weren't even good fits for me. But I was doing this because I didn't have a vision. So I just go along with whatever came my way. And by the way, if you want to know how to become more selfish so you can have a similar result, check out this video here. In my opinion, this was the single biggest thing I could have done for myself. Creating my own vision has not only helped me succeed in dating, but also in building a life that I'm proud of. Now I know that any partner who's with me is there because they want to be part of the life I've created. And honestly, that's the most fulfilling, secure place you can be in when it comes to modern dating. So if attracting a high quality partner is your goal and you still want to know more, you've got to check out this video next, where I go over 5 unique dating tips that I use to get a high quality girlfriend.